Welcome back to the channel, guys. This week we're on his way to Cash for Clubs, and Mark, who's here on a senior open day, you brought a few clubs in, haven't you?
I have, yes. I'm trying to get some money for a new cart bag.
We're going to be taking up to Cash for Clubs, and obviously we're going to see what they offer.
Yeah.
Have you got a ballpoint figure in mind, what you think? Because you got, let's have a look what you got. You've got a Cobra driver, so it's the F9, 10.5, stiff. You've got
3 wood in that one.
Epic 3 wood, no sky marks, good condition. Let's have a look. Epic 5 wood, no sky marks, stiff shaft, good condition. Maverick 3 Pro, nice shaft that. Was that an upgrade?
No, that was standard.
Were it? KBS hybrid shaft. And then
there's a shaft. I don't have to take shafts.
They
so,
do, yeah,
so
they buy shafts as well,
it came in a
guys.
titeless driver, so it's one I don't use.
So you can go online and do this yourself. You can actually go online and they'll quote your price, won't they?
They do, yeah.
But we're going to take these up. We're going to get them to have a look at the condition and see what they'd offer. Do you ever sell anything eBay or Facebook?
No, I never did. Facebook maybe, but not eBay. I've never had an eBay account. I've bought stuff off eBay, but I've never.
So would you take them into your pro to trade in? Or?
He don't take them.
No?
He don't seem to take them, no.
So I guess there's probably other people out there who's got pros who don't do
I think
trade-ins and stuff.
Do they come to site and...
Sometimes they'll come to the golf club and do like a full day.
Collection, yeah. I think I've seen that before advertised at our place.
But what a lot of people don't know of is you can actually create an account with golf clubs for cash, and they'll actually, you can deal directly with them. They'll send you a shipping label. They'll even send you a box if you need one.
I think if it's over £50, it's for free, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for free. But we're going to go up. We're going to take them up. And what I'll do when I'm there, we'll see how much they offer, and I'll ring you and see what you think. But have you got a ballpoint figure in mind?
Around about 300, I think.
Around about 300. So that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
And let's see how they perform.
All right, thank you.
Good luck at Seniors Open.
All right, I need it. It's winter day around here.
How you doing? All right?
Not too bad, thanks. Yourself?
I've got some clubs to trade in.
Yeah, that's not a problem
at
all.
Valuation?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Have you been here before?
I have, yeah. I'm not going to lie, I've been here before. You're a lot busier today.
Oh, glad to hear that. I say, it's always nice to be a busy place. Keeps you on your toes.
It does. I've been looking around as well. There's some great stuff.
Yeah.
Looking forward to, I'm going to be spending a bit of money today.
Oh, okay.
So can you do me a really good trading?
I'll certainly be able to look to do that for you. Obviously, if you are trading onwards, we'll always try to look after you. If you're certainly going to take it as credit, then we'll certainly look to help out. So obviously what I'll do is I'll pull your account up here, so obviously we can look to get a valuation for you. So the first thing I'd look for is on the woods is obviously look for any sky marks to see. And obviously look at the base of them, see what sort of scratches they are, if they're got any sort of damage, whether it might be chips or anything. But overall this one looks quite good. Generally with all the 3 woods we are going to give a bit of leniency towards the top mark, just because obviously with wood you're more likely to damage it more than a driver. So obviously I'd be quite happy with that. Obviously I'd start to move down the shaft then. Obviously check for any bag rub on the shaft.
What if it is bag rub? Would you take them sort of ones?
We would take it with still a bit with some bag rub on it. Obviously it does get to a certain point where if it does get to too much damage, then it might be a case of, especially depending on the age of the club.
I suppose you've got to be thinking about the person buying it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's got to have a lifetime.
If it's got to a point where we may have to reshaft the club, then obviously then that could be a case of we'll still take the head off you, but minus the value of a shaft to reshaft it. So there's always ways around it. So obviously then the final bit will be looking at the grip. Obviously, has the grip got some life left in it, and obviously compare it onto that. Which I'm going on that. There's still a bit of tackiness left in it, so we're still in a good condition. So overall,
you've done well there from a Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
They usually wear them down to graphite.
So obviously, overall, I'm going to leave that as a good condition. Obviously, add the head cover to it, so we'd be looking at £70 for this Epic Flash.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No. Obviously.
I mean, everyone always thinks they can get a bit more selling them, but I like the convenience of this.
Oh, definitely.
Not having the hassle of having to box them up, send them away.
No, there is always that thing behind it where there is always, if you try and sell it privately, you could get more. But obviously, you've got the issue of people saying they didn't arrive with you, posters getting it to them. Obviously, if it doesn't arrive in the correct condition, there can be a lot of hassle behind it. And obviously, once you end up getting it sent back to yourself,
what I loved about your service is that you actually created the label, didn't you?
Yes.
So, if you do sell to golfers for cash, you'll actually pick them up.
Yes, we will basically send the label over to yourself, so when you're not even costing you to get it to us.
And it's free.
So, there's not many things you can get things nowadays for free, is there? So
the Cobra F9.
Yeah.
Is it the F9?
Yeah, it's the F9. It's very nice driver. Like I say, it's the one driver that then may Cobra sort of seemed to give them a good push back into the market.
it did.
It's getting to be the big boys sort of thing.
Love the yellow frame on that. And
so then they moved on with the speed zone,
Yeah.
carried it on. So again, we're looking at the same with this. Obviously, for its age, again, it's a very good condition driver. There's no sort of dents to the bottom. There's no dents at all on it. The crown, completely spotless.
Yeah.
So again, I'd be very happy leaving that as good condition on that. Again, shaft, yeah, like I say, it's got its sign of a little bit of usage,
Yeah.
but it's nothing out of the ordinary for its age.
Just a little bit of bag,
Yeah.
but it's not took the paint off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The club, it's now going to be 5, 6 years old,
Yeah.
so it's going to have some signs of wear. So obviously we always understand that. And again, grip, still in good condition. So for something like that now, took £100 for that club.
£100, so we're now at 175.
170.
170.
It's worth trying to get an extra fiver. Try and get that extra fiver.
So we've got 130 to find with
Yeah.
2 clubs and a shaft.
Oh, so let's see where we sit first. Let's leave the shaft till last.
You do take shafts on their own then?
We will take shafts on their own, yeah. Obviously, again, it'll go through the same normal checks, grips,
Yeah.
condition, see what they're like. But yeah, there's some good value in shafts, especially some of the high-end shafts still. And now to the Epic Flash 3 wood. So same again, all go through the same
We're on
routine.
track so far, I think.
Yeah, it's looking good. No, it's always nice when I see someone looking after the club sort of thing.
We need another 70 or another 75, I think.
No.
Oh, he's huffing and puffing.
Oh,
Oh.
can we find a bit of criticism on this one? No, that's overall, I say.
Mark's sat at home sweating.
No, I say we look down the shaft on this one. Again, shaft is in very good condition. The grip's still in good condition. Base is good. Now, like I say, you can see in this one there is a little bit of mark to the crown, but something like that, it's not out of this world for this sort of age of club.
He's had Sharpie on that, I think.
No, like I say, you see that, it's sort of thing. If it was a brand new club, then yes,
Yeah.
you might devalue it. If it's something like someone bring yourself to us, yes, I'd possibly look to bring that down.
Yeah.
But with it being a club now that's a bit on the older side, I'd expect something like that anyway.
Do you know what I like about your online guide as well? Is it's not in numbers, it's in very good old
Words,
and
yes.
it's easy to understand.
Yeah, so obviously you've got the as new, which would
Yeah.
obviously replicate, it's still in the wrapper,
Yeah.
and that's the only way we'd go with that. Excellent, obviously that would come to a case where it's maybe been hit once or twice, maybe an ex-demo club,
Yeah.
tiniest little marks. Good is your average club like this.
So
It's
good
got a
is-
bit of work
would
on.
you say that is like about a 7 out of 10?
Yeah, so it's got plenty of life left in
Yeah.
it. For your average person, new golfer, anyone, you've got plenty of years left in
Yeah.
that club. Then you'd move down to fair, where it's fair. It might just be down because it just needs a new grip or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's just faced that it's might got a little sky mark to it, which is never going to affect the
Yeah.
quality of the club or what it's going to perform like.
Well, we're here today for a set of fair clubs for Tahib because he's on a budget, and he wants to
Yeah.
get some clubs but on a really good deal. So we're just looking at fair.
So something that has got a tiny sky mark, it won't
Yeah.
affect the performance of the club.
No.
It's just an aesthetic thing that sometimes people won't pay as much for because of
Yeah.
that, but overall performance won't change. So £70 again,
70. So we need.
£240.
We're at 240. We need 60.
604, 60 quid to get there.
I think we're
so-
going to do it, Mark.
Or maybe, never know, we might get a little bit over, you never know.
What about the shaft in this? It looks a bit saucy.
The KBS hybrid shaft is a nice shaft for him. It's not a massively upgrade where we paid
Right.
massive for it. Stuff like people bring sort of your Tour ADs into us,
Yeah.
or even got a couple of Autoflex shafts,
Yeah.
or your Velicors, they tend to get a bit more.
Yeah.
But obviously majority of shafts are your standard that will come with them. So, but it's like I say, it's a very nice club. It's, again, I'll check all conditions top to bottom on the club. Obviously this is the Pro version of the Maverick. So let's pull it through. Maverick Hybrid Pro. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. So obviously again, top line completely fine. Base is solid. No sign of any sort of shaft wear, and a good grip is in very good, nice condition. So it'll be a good club. And with that, we're up to our £300 already.
£300. So Mark, you've done very well at home,
Yeah.
grading your equipment.
Yeah, so obviously you've been a bit harsher on yourself, which is always nice to see.
Yeah.
And you do see it quite a bit with people doing that. They will be more harsh. When they do send it to our Edinburgh branch,
Yeah.
you'll find that sometimes we do actually go back to them and say, you're actually going to get more money than you've actually
that's
thought.
good
So
then. Yeah, so you'll grade it when it gets here, and if they've undergraded it,
Yeah.
you'll up it a bit.
yeah, because obviously it can be understanding. Obviously some people can be a bit harsh on themselves.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that sometimes where people aren't that, but obviously it's the same understanding, it can work the other way.
It's better than eBay then, because on eBay sometimes they over-describe it
Yeah.
when they try to sell it.
Yeah, and obviously we still get that. Obviously there is
Yeah.
customers that will put stuff down as excellent,
Yeah.
and obviously sometimes it's a bit beyond that. So obviously we'll always go back to them, and obviously if they're not happy with the price, obviously they'll get it sent back to them.
Yeah.
So it's nothing lost for them.
That's good.
R.I.P. And we're looking at
I think you said it was a
driver shaft.
Titleist shaft, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Or is it
Yes, no,
power?
it is a Titleist, yeah.
Titleist.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's R.I.P.
So if
Stiff
you've
shaft.
broken a shaft, guys, and you can just buy a shaft from here then?
Yeah,
without-
just buy a shaft. Like I say, if you sit sort of back of the store there, we've got a full shaft stand that you'll be able to go through.
Yeah.
They're all separated into your extra stiff, your regular, and then your senior and your ladies.
Yeah.
So you can come here, be able to find any shaft that you want, and then you've also got, if you can't find one with the right adapter, obviously we'll do
Yeah.
any adapter changes.
That's awesome.
So basically you can come in and actually find the right shaft you want, and then
Yeah.
get it adapted to the driver of your
Yeah.
choice then. So you're not
Brilliant.
sort of stuck to where you want. But looking through this, we're looking all nice condition. There's a little bit of wear and tear, but again,
Yeah.
it's a bit on the older side, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. So I'd leave that as good. So you're coming up with £15 for the shaft. So,
Right.
so I had to work that with £15 over where we expected. So
Well, I'm going to give him a ring. I'm going to see what he wants to do.
yeah, obviously if you store credit, obviously I'm sure there's plenty to be able to spend it on.
Yeah, well, we were interested in a new bag. So what's his options? Is it a matter of how would you pay that if he wants to just walk away?
Now, obviously there's a couple of ways we can do it. Obviously you either up to £50, anything trading, obviously you'll be able to get to cash.
Yeah.
Anything above that, we'd be able to do a bank transfer that's generally next day, but obviously we sort of limit up to 2 to 3 days, just obviously cover weekends and bank holidays.
Right.
Either or you store credit, and obviously it goes onto your account, and obviously that allows you to just make an easy process transaction in
Yeah.
store.
Oh, so you actually have an account with credit on it?
Yes.
And could you leave the store and come back and use that a different day, or do
Yeah.
you have to use it on the day?
No, come back any other sort of day
that's
for
amazing,
it.
isn't it? So you can
Yeah.
actually build up your credit until
Yeah.
you can afford what you want.
Yeah, so obviously if there's something special that you're looking for, like
Yeah.
say we've got some really nice sort of Scotty Cameron
Yeah.
collectibles.
If you've not got it in store on the day.
Yeah, you can sort of leave it in there, think, okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'll come back in a couple of weeks,
Well, I
or
definitely didn't
maybe
know
you're going
that.
to almost use it as a saving account. So
Yeah.
when you know, I want that new driver, I'm going to keep
Yeah.
trading little bits. The next thing you've come back and you can afford that driver.
I've definitely learned something new today with that.
No,
I think
I'm
that's
glad about
awesome.
that.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to make this phone call. I'm going to speak to him and see what he wants to do.
Well, maybe if you tell him a little bit less, you can maybe take a bit for yourself then.
But they'll be watching. This is the moment of truth. See if he answers. It's Chris Tarrant from Wants to Be a Millionaire. Mark?
Hello.
Hi Mark, it's Gaz.
Hi guys.
Hi, alright, just at Cash for Golf Clubs. They've quoted a price. You would bang on with that £300 for your clubs.
Right.
They've quoted 15 for the shaft, so I don't know if you want to accept that or I can bring that back.
No, take that as well, guys.
So 315.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, it's a deal then. Right, brilliant. Thanks, buddy.
So, all right, buddy. Cheers, mate.
Alright, cheers, bye.
Cheers, bye.
So there it is, guys. Mark got what he wanted for his golf clubs and he's now got £315 to spend on whatever he wants. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I've definitely learned a few new things about golf clubs for cash. I've learned that you can buy and sell shafts, and also if you're trading in and they haven't got what you want in store, you can actually just leave it on an account. I think that's an amazing service, so that when what you want comes up, you've got the credit to buy it. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you've got a golf clubs for cash store near you, pop in and have a look around. There's one in Edinburgh and there's one in Warrington. Guys, I'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.